Welcome everybody. You already know what it is. We back with another one. We here at the 96ers. Got another guest for y'all. It's the Cap Podcast, your boy Millie Mills, and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, bro.
My name BNG Nappsakk.
Yeah, I heard it from him. So we're gonna hop straight into it. I'm saying you be doing things, bro. I'm saying if people don't even check you out, don't know where to look you up at. Like, where can they even find you at, bro? Like, what you on? What platforms you on?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know what I mean? Pretty much TikTok. Anything there is to have is BNG _Nappsakk NAPPSAKK.
I just want to make sure everybody got that. So we had to go through that twice for everybody. But no, bro, I want you to let people know, like, what do you do? I'm saying I know what you do. I'm gonna hop into some deeper questions. I'm saying we know you as a music artist, but what type of artist? You already answered some of these questions, before.
So what type of artist I feel like, bro, I just make quality street music, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's more of like a lifestyle for me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really do it for fun or nothing like that, bro. Like, I mean, it's more than just a hobby for me.
This is real life. This is what you do.
Ain't no doubt.
This is your brand. This is who you are.
Absolutely.
I'm saying, so going into it, when did you start actually rapping, bro?
So I was in and out of like juvenile facilities a lot. Like, you know what I mean? My childhood, bro, was fucked up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Schumann, different placements, like, you know what I mean? So I wasn't always good with words and shit, bro. Like, so I used to just write shit down on paper and shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And then, it just turned into, just me making shit rhyme and, you know what I mean? Like, oh no, that might sound cool. Like, you know what I mean? And then it became like therapy for me,
right,
in a sense. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. And I was just, just from everything you went through, because I'm saying, I'm sure it's been a long time, actually going through things, figuring out, the style or even a way to express yourself. I'm saying, because a lot of people, we all go through things. I'm saying, if it's usually life changing, but like a lot of people don't know how to express, what they've been through. And I hear a lot of music artists actually speak on them actually making music, them writing things based off of what they, went through or even gone through. And I'm saying, from those times on, like, have you seen yourself actually grown from that point on of you actually starting to rap?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, you know what I mean? As you live life, as you keep going, like, you know what I mean? Things happen. And then you mature, you start getting more responsible. You know what I mean? You just evolve as an individual. Like, you know what I mean? So absolutely. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like from when I initially started all the way to now, it might be a 720. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true. You said 720, not even a 360.
It flipped twice. You know what I mean? It might flip again.
That's true. But with your music and stuff, like, have you how can I really actually say it is like, what made you really want to start actually making music? Because I know you said you based off of things you've been through, but like more into like that in depth of it.
Alright, so I've always been like a music fan. Like,
okay.
Ever since I was younger, like, you know what I mean? Like, I got an older brother, like, so I remember, the first people that I used to hit the hear rap was like Dipset. Like, by the time I knew what was everything going on, it was Cameron and Jewels and, you know what I mean, D-Block, you know what I mean? It was J.R. Ryder and, you know what I mean? It was all those types of dudes like that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I used to mimic them a lot, like, you know what I mean? Like, or I used to hear they beat and I used to just say a couple bars and stuff. I used to be like, oh, that was hard. Like, you know what I mean? It used to be shit like that. Like, and then, once I started getting older and I started realizing, this is their life that they're rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just putting their life into words. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I feel like I could do that too. And can't nobody do that better for me than me. Like, you know what I mean? So I just started jotting shit down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always a little shy though. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I was a little shy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really letting nobody hear nothing or, you know what I mean? And then, I'll be in a car, I'll be listening to Whammo, how at the end of the song, the beat will keep going.
Yeah.
I'll just start busting that shit out. Like, I'll be like, man, that shit sounded all right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I'm happy that you found that, because a lot of people are still looking for it. And I'm saying, as we still continuously to grow every day, that's one of those ways, to just keep pushing, keep doing. And I actually heard you say it a couple times earlier, but we're gonna get into that later, because we got a little time in here. But I just want to knock a little things out the way, real basic stuff. Or so, you from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm from Wilkinsburg. It's on the east side.
It's okay, it's okay. And you know, shit. I guess we might as well get into it a little now. Like, we spoke a little earlier about things that you've been encountering, you've been dealing with, you've got to go through. As you've been making music, have you ever went through some obstacles that you actually weren't even aware of or that you were prepared of?
Absolutely, like, you know what I mean? Even like from the very beginning, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just different things, but it really differs, bro, on how far you're trying to go, you know what I mean, with the shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're just trying to do it for a hobby, then of course, like, you know what I mean? If you're doing it for fun, of course, like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of things that you just don't care to know. You know what I mean? Or that's not beneficial to you because you're just, you know, you just want to go to the studio. You just want to, you know, call the video man, shoot a video and throw it on YouTube, and wherever it goes, it goes. But it gets much, much deeper than that.
That's a lot more deeper than just the views, like we were talking earlier. Like I'm saying, you're actually investing a lot of time, you know, money, you know, actually a lot of money, as much as time that you put into things. But like I'm saying, as you've been making music, have you encountered anything with your songs that you've been dropping or?
So actually, yeah, bro. You know what I mean? So as of recently, you know, I messed with Real Carter from Rock Nation and everything, and there's a lot of obstacles like as of late that I've been encountering. You know what I mean? Being that I just didn't know. You know what I mean? I really can't use ignorance as an excuse because me as an artist, I should have, you know, looked these things up. But there's a lot more things, like, you know what I mean? It's way bigger than just recording, calling the video man, and putting it on YouTube, or going on DistroKid, uploading your music. Like, you know what I mean? It's way deeper. It's so much deeper than that.
It's a lot deeper than that. And like have you had like, or you've been making music for years, and you did mention like you pretty much did freestyle, pretty much almost a lot of beats. What was your favorite freestyle that you can remember?
On camera?
Yeah, on camera. Okay.
I ain't really did too many on camera, bro. Me personally, bro, I'm a fan of all my music, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it just depends on the time, bro. Like, I really can't answer that accurately. I'm like, no, that was my favorite because they're all my favorite, bro. Because it came from me. I'm my favorite person, so I feel like anything that I do is the best. If no one else is a fan, I'm a fan.
You gotta be a fan of yourself. You gotta believe in yourself to actually want to do this. Be honest with yourself. You know, be true to yourself. Well, what's your favorite? Which one of your favorite? Well, not since you already answered that. You don't got no favorite song. Well, what's your most recent hit or recent song that you actually just dropped?
So it's called Not No Rapper.
Not No Rapper. That shit's actually alright.
I appreciate that, bro.
I'm saying you've been making the content for that. You've been pushing that. Actually, you was just performing somewhere too as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, recently I just did West Virginia. That was like a month ago. You know what I mean? Probably 2 months ago. Where we at with? We in February. That was like 3 months ago. But you know, I got a lot of things coming up. Like
you got a lot more things coming up. I was just about to ask you got any like more performances that you got coming up in the days?
Yeah. So March 7th, I'll be at Club Premiere in West Virginia. They got the baddies coming out. You know what I mean? It's like some little anniversary thing that they got going on. You know what I mean? The sold out event, you know, year after year. You know what I mean? They hit me and asked me like, yo, what's up, bro? You trying to slide, bro? It's gonna be jumping. I'm like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what type of jumping? He's like, bro, sold out events. But where they got me at is, they was like, bro, the baddies is gonna be there. I'm like, yeah, I'm there. Count me in. I'm there.
It's gonna be jumping.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm saying a lot of people gonna be there. A lot of people gonna actually gonna have to like tune in for real. Yeah. Especially if they there, you performing, like. But it seemed like you've been taking over West Virginia, I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. So look, I went up there the one time. You know what I mean? Just on some humbug, bro. I got this homie named Lil Rob from West Virginia, right? You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, you might want to slide, bro. Asian dog gonna be here. We in Pittsburgh, bro. Like, you know, there ain't really much going on here, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I hit my man and shit. I'm like, bro, you trying to slide with me up West V up in Morgantown real quick? He was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, for what? Like a college party or not? I'm like, nah, bro. Like,
True.
You know what I mean? Asian dog gonna be there and shit, bro. I'm just trying to go mingle and shit, bro. You know what I mean? See what's going on and shit. Like, I mean, we go up there. I thought it was just gonna be like, you know what I mean, a bunch of like, you know, like little white college kids and shit. Nah, bro, not at all, bro.
It was actually.
It was that. Like it kind of damn near reminded me. I'm like, damn, it's just jumping up this joint. I'm talking about a line outside, down around the corner.
That's crazy.
I'm like, damn.
I would never even thought that.
Man, bro. I mean, look. So when I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, why is that shit jumping like that? And then it's a college campus. You know what I mean? Like, you know, college don't really specify race. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, there's all types of motherfuckers there, bro. Old, young. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of niggas from the city up there too. You know what I mean? A lot of, you know what I mean, legends that, you know, from the city as well though too. Like, you know what I mean? I went up there, bro, you know what I'm saying, at any given time. You know what I mean? You'll see like, you know what I mean, the nigga Grimes from Duquesne,
Yep.
you know what I mean, the HE boys and all that, like, you know what I'm saying, and then his whole entourage, so it be lit up there, bro.
That's a bet. I most definitely gotta start tuning in up there.
No, facts, bro. You missing a good time, bro.
Yeah, no, I be saying I be jumping over there, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to like check it out over there. I go to a lot of areas to see how like music artists is, you know, fashion is. I check states out to see what's going on. Just so like, cause whenever I start making my trips, I'm saying you'll start seeing a lot of people outside the states being tuned in on episodes and stuff too. But going with that, have you is there a state that you would like to perform in? Is there like a place that you would love to perform in that you haven't yet?
I mean, so really, bro, like honestly, like I'll go wherever they call me for real, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'll travel outside of music though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I would definitely love to perform in Atlanta. You know what I mean? I would definitely love to do like, you know, some type of venue or something in Miami though too, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
True.
Anywhere where it's sunny with trees and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
true.
Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Breathe a different type of air,
Right.
shit like that. Like,
And then
you know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
you can always be performing your shit anywhere, no matter what time of the day.
Yeah, no doubt. LA, you know what I'm saying? I would definitely like to shoot out west with it, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, diversify my portfolio a little bit.
There you go.
Like, you know what I mean? Just be well-rounded.
Right. And I like how you actually use that word, because I'm saying I feel like a lot of people do need to try to be diverse with things, with what they do and where they're at, you know. Shit, and then you actually see a lot more coming from it. And that's where like I told you, I've been watching your growth in music and stuff. You doing things, you progression like year by year. Even if you take a little break, like you still come back actually pushing. I'm saying, is there like someone that drives you to be like that, or is there like someone that you really be doing this for?
I mean, so first and foremost, bro, I do this shit for me. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, my kids, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I ain't never gonna be with that quitting shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may stop, you may take a break, but always get back. Like, you know what I mean? I got 2 little boys now. I actually got 3, but, you know, my daughter's older, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that'd be my biggest supporter, like, you know what I mean? But my 2 little boys, like, you know what I mean? They drive me they just turned me into, like, a whole different beast, like, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now, you know what I mean, with a daughter, it's kind of, it's like you gotta be soft on her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you gotta excuse certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like, you know, let it go, or, you know what I mean, don't be on her, but, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have a softer approach. But with my boys, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's like gonna forever be my, like, they're only gonna know what I teach them. Like, you know what I mean? And I wanna lead by example. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what it is, like, you don't stop. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you get uncomfortable. I don't care if you get frustrated. We ain't doing no quitting around here. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, no, and I'm happy like you actually said that, because I'm saying you actually instilling that into them to like not give up. Don't even if something happens, just keep going.
Right.
Because I'm saying they looking up at you, you know, seeing what you're going through, what you're dealing with, and as they see that you might have some moments, but you just keep going. And I feel like that's what a lot of people have to do. A lot of us, you know, whenever we have those moments, like we all have time. You know, we all have to get, you know, reset, rejuvenate ourselves, get back together, but like just get back up and keep going. Don't stop and don't give up. Keep pushing. Because I'm saying the moment that you just start easing up, one moment's gonna lead to another
Shit'll
moment.
get right away from you.
Yeah.
It'll get right away, and before you know it, bro, now you're working from the rears. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? To like, you know what I mean? Miss an opportunity. It's another thing to let an opportunity go past. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
So,
true.
you know, if you can catch it in transit, bro, you know what I mean? That's when you can really capitalize. Like, you know what I mean? You can grow with, not only the opportunity can grow, you have an opportunity to grow with the opportunity. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's some real shit. That's some real shit. You ain't said any better, bro. And I'm saying, like, I'm happy that we actually getting to speak, cause, bro, I'm saying from a lot of the few times that we encountered each other, it was always some real shit, like some positive, like some, you can do this. Like, you just keep doing what you got to do, keep pushing. It's gonna happen. And I'm saying, everybody could be like a model in that transition, because we've been doing this for so long, and we not where we used to be, but we're actually doing more, or we're getting closer to where we're trying to be.
No doubt.
And I'm saying, everybody in the city, keep doing what they're doing, keep pushing, bro. Even you, bro, just keep doing that stuff, because I'm saying,
You ain't gotta worry about me stopping.
No, I'm saying,
I ain't gonna stop, bro.
No,
like, you know what I mean? Everything, it just gotta make sense, bro. Like,
right.
I'm not really big on wasting time, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's one thing that we cannot ever get back, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the worst thing ever wasted is time, bro. You can waste your money, you know what I mean? Like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They print this shit every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, our next minute ain't even promised, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, bro, you just gotta get every opportunity that you get, bro. You just gotta get it and just capitalize on it.
keep going.
Like, you know what I mean? And just make that shit pop. Like, you know what I mean? You only gonna get out of it what you put into it.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. I actually fuck with, like, I appreciate it, bro, because I'm saying, I actually let people open up and speak more onto things. I just throw that out there so you can, like, actually just, like, yeah, drop that shit, because I'm saying we all go through things. We all, I'm saying, have a way of, developing, knowledge. I'm saying some people take it in differently. But I'm saying that's why, like, I actually just like having these little conversations. I'm saying, and then actually people getting to hear who this person is, getting to know a little bit more about this person, and them actually, you just seeing their work. Like, now we get to hear a little bit more, know a little bit more about you.
Feel a little more personal.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm saying, we all get to hear that, a person been through this, a person's been through that. But everybody I enter, like, I do this with is different. Because we all, I'm saying, you're a music artist, but at the same time, you're a father. I'm saying, at the other times of that, like, you are investing a lot of time into the things that you're doing, and that's why I always talk with people, because everyone's doing things differently. Like, we're not all this, we're all people, but we're all doing different things.
No doubt.
Trying to get to, I'm saying, a place that we would want to be, and, that's up there, chilling, like, doing what we want to do, making sure family is good, and everybody around us, that's cool, that's been supporting us. So it's good to actually have these conversations, bro, because you're most definitely have a lot of people have an eye on, what you've been doing, bro. And it's like, it's not just because it's the music, bro, it's because we've been seeing it, seeing you go. Like, and that's what we like in our city. Like, we Pittsburgh is hard, but I'm saying
it's a very hard market, bro.
It's most definitely
you know what I
hard.
mean? Like, you gotta like out grind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it just never stops, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like I said before, though, bro, like, I don't really be doing a lot of frivolous shit, bro. Like, I'd be like, if I had a pet peeve, that would be it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, doing frivolous shit, the shit that don't make no sense, shit that's not making no money, shit that's wasting time. If that's what it involves, bro, you can count me out.
Right. On some real shit. Because I'm saying, definitely invest a lot into, what we're all doing, and what, even what you're doing. But, going forward though, bro, I wanna ask, like, you have some just some information that, people that are coming into the music game, or that already have been in the music game. Do you have any, like, some information that you can share, with them?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So, again though, like, you know what I mean? It's to be sold and not told, so I'm gonna give y'all something. Like, you know what I mean? A big thing, if you're really serious about your music, you know what I mean? And, if this is really what you want to do, and you got a lot of money invested in it, such as me, and a lot of time like that, like, split sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Split sheets, man. Like, you know what I mean? That plays a big part. You know what I mean? As far as, like, royalties and everything like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and these are things that I didn't even know about, like, as of lately. Like, you know what I mean? Everything is a split. You know what I mean? From your producer to your engineer, you know what I mean? Your masters. You know what I mean? It's important to get, like, ASCAP and BMI,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, for copyrights. Like, you know what I mean? There is, a lot of people say, oh, I ain't really seen no money from my music. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's because you didn't, you know what I mean, pretty much take the proper channels and go down the proper avenues to ensure that you're going to see some money off of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, split sheets are a big thing, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it only takes one song, bro. You know what I mean? For your shit to pop, bro. And without split sheets, bro, you will be gouged for your earnings, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll walk away with little or nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do no split sheet, it's not down on paper or it's not documented. A motherfucker can pretty much just tap in and take whatever percentage they want out of your shit, bro, because you didn't, you know what I mean, take the precautions and do what you needed to do on a professional level. Like,
That's some real shit. That's some real shit right there. Like, and that's some real shit. He just dropped the bomb right there. So like, say you might as well just caught that information, run it back on this episode. I'm actually have a snippet of that clip, but y'all gonna have to stay tuned for that. But like, I'm saying we most definitely gonna make sure, bro. Y'all stay tuned to BNG Nappsakk. I'm saying all platforms. I'm saying he got this. He gonna drop something right after this episode. So stay tuned to that. And I'm saying, bro, I most definitely appreciate the time, bro.
appreciate you too, brother.
Most definitely, you know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
Keep going again,
No
bro.
doubt.
Keep going, keep pushing, bro. And stay tuned, everybody. Bro's most definitely, he up next, bro. Most definitely up
Up
next.
next, man. What you mean, man? We got now, man.
We
Now's
got-
the time, man.
Right now. He said
You know
it,
what I
he
mean?
said it right
Now.
there, right now.
Now.
Watch that shit.